There's something magical about before and afters, about bringing a room back to life just by cleaning it. Do you remember this room? Well, this hall is the first thing you see when you enter the mill through the big door. So we had to start here.
The hall is wide, but the low ceiling and decades of furniture and dust completely hide its beauty.
So we started clearing it. Piece by piece, we carried everything out. Chairs, cabinets, sofas, bookshelves, random pieces of wood. That's when the room started talking back to us. This is like all clear now. Just garbage. There we have some things to clean. Behind one heavy steel cabinet, we found it wasn't just a cabinet.
It was a hidden door, a doorway into that room we had never entered before. Through the cracks, we could already see another jungle of brambles waiting. But that wasn't the only secret. Another cabinet revealed a stone niche.
And we also noticed the outline of a bricked up doorway. Once, this hall connected directly to the kitchen wing. And if you're new around here, a very warm welcome. And please consider subscribing to our channel. It means a lot to us and makes it easier for you to find our content.
Olá, Cirandil, tá bom?
Olá, você vem para cima? Epá, mas quem é que pôs esta porra aqui?
Fomos nós?
Mas quem?
Nós!
Os dois?
Os dois!
Oh.
Pois é!
Quando?
Hoje
A que hora?
chegámos aqui às 2.
Vai às duas.
Isto aqui era um cofre.
O que é que era um cofre?
Era um lugar que escondia. Mas quando ele morreu, os filhos descobriram tudo.
Ah, era um cofre e por isso é que eles abriram isso.
Claro.
Vai ser bonito, velho.
Já vi que vocês têm coragem. Já vi que têm coragem. Vou pôr essa porra toda ali. Menina, até para a semana então, não é? Para a semana tem que cá vir outra vez, senão não andam com isto.
É verdade, tem de ser.
It wasn't just dust we were sweeping away. It was decades without care and love.
Espera, espreita.
Done for today.
The next weekend we came back, this time to take care of the outside.
Most of it was too damaged to keep, eaten by insects, falling apart. We kept some chairs, old bricks, and a tray. The rest had to go.
So, piece by piece, we reduced everything to piles of wood. It was heavy work, but necessary to clear the mill's entrance again.
By the third weekend, the piles were impossible to ignore. Our first thought was to light up a big fire and burn all the wood.
But it was still September, the weather was hot, and in Portugal, due to the intense wildfires we have each year during the summertime, it is forbidden to light a fire like this. In Portuguese, we would call it a queimada.
We would have to wait probably until November to be able to do it without taking any risk of starting a wildfire. So we asked Sr. Amilcar if he knew anyone in the area that had those massive construction skips for us to fill with all that wood.
And of course he knew someone. That was actually Sr. Almada's nephew. So Diogo went there during the previous week and left us this one.
Even though it was a huge construction skip, we had to load it carefully. First, because most of the pieces were full of rusty nails, and we definitely didn't want another finger accident. And second, because we had to stack every plank and board perfectly to make them fit. Otherwise, we would need 2 or 3 of these.
And slowly, we filled it. A whole chapter of the mill's past, carried away. As you can see, we were very thorough during this process. And just like that, the hall went from forgotten and buried to ready for its next chapter.
We feel like every room has its secrets here, that every stone holds a story.
And proudly, we're bringing this mill back to life.